Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any questions regarding to this video or any other videos that I've posted in the past. If you have any videos that you would like me to make, please let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Recently, a viewer asked me about prep meals. She wanted to know whether the fast cooking system would be great for prep meals. Prep meals are meals that you prep in advance so that you are able to just take it out from the refrigerator and put it in the microwave, and you will be able to eat in less than a few minutes. Now, prep meal is extremely popular for people who work on a consistent basis. Through prep meal, they're able to perhaps cook once a week or twice a week, and they will have all the meals ready to go for the entire week. Now, in the case of the fast cooking system, you really do not need to do prep meals because the fast cooking system is designed so that you can cook almost every day. However, the fast cooking system is also excellent for prep meals. In fact, you can, in this case, prepare 4 meals in about 15 to 20 minutes. So in this video, I would like to show you how to do prep meals from this particular standpoint. I'll explain to you later why I think prep meals still holds an important position in the case of the fast cooking system. Now, prep meal is designed that you will have different food ingredients in a single meal. And it also is the advantage if you can do it very quickly. Now, in this case, I can show you how to prep 4 meals, in fact, in about 15 minutes. Now, that will provide you with a lot of possibilities, and it also will create many diversity in the food ingredients that were included in the meal. Now, egg is an excellent ingredient to add to a prep meal. Egg is very easy and fast to cook, and this is what makes it so attractive. And of course, eggs will provide the necessary proteins. Now, in this case, I cook the egg like a scrambled. And in addition to just cook the egg, I also add some scallions. This is what I have available on hand. By adding scallion will make the dish more interesting. And this is why egg is such a versatile dish for you to cook. And stir-fry egg can create many different kind of variations. The scallion will add both texture and flavor to the egg. Otherwise, the egg could be quite bland and boring, but once you add scallions, it adds an additional flavor as well as texture to the egg. Selecting the egg to incorporate into the prep meal is really a very wise thing to do because it is so fast to cook, and you can basically have this dish done in about 2 or 3 minutes. Here I use 8 eggs, so there will be 2 eggs per each of the prep meal. It will provide you a good source of proteins. When you have advanced prepping together with the fast cooking system, you have plenty of options to choose from. Now, in this case, I'm going to demonstrate the use of tofu. The reason I think tofu is excellent for this purpose is because it is readily available. And I'm going to cook this tofu with a mixture of different frozen vegetables that contain green beans, carrots, peas, corn, and edamame. I also added some shiitake mushroom. This shiitake mushroom come as dehydrated form, and I need to hydrate them. And this shiitake mushroom come relatively small, and they are really great for this purpose. Now, next, I'm going to season the dish first with some sesame oil. Now, this sesame oil contains a hot chili oil, and I also added some hot chili pepper flakes. Now, I decided that I'm going to cook this prep meal with a spicy flavor to it, and this will make the dish more interesting, particularly when it goes with the tofu. And one great thing about tofu is that it normally is very bland in flavor. And most people actually do not like tofu. But on the other hand, this also makes tofu attractive because you can flavor the dish differently, and the tofu will take on the flavor whatever you use to flavor the dish. And so consequently, it makes tofu extremely versatile. And you can cook the tofu with many different flavoring approach. Now, the tofu that I use is a firm tofu, and the reason that most people prefer firm tofu is because when you stir fry the tofu, it do not break apart readily. And this actually is an attractive aspect because you want the tofu to hold together so that when you eat them, it gives you a much better culinary experience. Now, firm tofu doesn't mean that it is firm when you bite into it. What it means is that after you cook it, once it warms up, it actually becomes very soft in the middle. So firm tofu both has the advantage of holding together, but at the same time, it is very soft in texture for you to eat. To further season it, I'm going to use a combination of oyster sauce as well as hoisin sauce. Now, this combination is very popular, at least for me, because I really like this combination. They're extremely versatile. And by changing the ratio between the oyster sauce and the hoisin sauce, you can create a wide range of flavor. And sometimes you might want to use more oyster sauce, sometimes less. And to enhance the saltiness of the dish, in this particular case, I add some soy sauce. Again, this approach is a good example of flavor chasing. And each time I do it slightly differently. The last item I'm going to add to this dish is some portobello mushroom. Now you probably wonder why I add the portobello mushroom way toward the end. The reason is that if I add the portobello mushroom too early, it will cook too much, and the texture of the portobello mushroom will not be apparent to me when I eat it. And I like the portobello mushroom to have more distinct texture and allow me to separate it from the other food ingredients. And this is what makes a good dish. And then I add a little bit of a Shaoxing cooking wine. Now you notice that I do not measure them. And then to make the sauce, I'm going to use a cornstarch-based approach. I add a cornstarch water suspension. And this cornstarch water suspension is excellent for making a sauce, and it's much better than like flour because it's able to react very quickly. As you can see that it thickens almost immediately. So the wonderful thing about this approach is that you can readily make adjustment to the consistency of this sauce. You can thin it out by adding more water. Now, it's always better to start it thicker because you can always thin it out. It's difficult to go the other direction. Okay, after I did a taste test, once I create a sauce to the consistency that I want, I add some additional oyster sauce. Now, it is very important that you should always taste test at what I would call the end point of the sauce, because once you add water to the dish, you're going to dilute the flavor. So you want to make sure that it's the flavor that you want. And finally, I'm going to add a little bit of my black bean chili sauce. Again, do I really need to add it? Probably not. But since I have it available to me and I decided I'm going to experiment with it, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It very much depends on how I feel like. And this is really the wonderful thing about home cooking, is that you have a lot of flexibilities. You can make changes on the fly, and there's one great thing about stir frying is that it gives you that possibility to make changes because everything happens so quickly. Again, you can see here, I dilute the sauce a little bit further by adding additional water. So the dish is done. So as you can see, that cooking both of these dishes takes actually very little time. The first dish that I cooked, which is the egg with scallions, really took only about somewhere between 3 to 4 minutes, and it is done. And then cooking this tofu dish took about maybe 6 to 7 minutes. So together, I'm able to put both of these dishes together in about 10 minutes. And it took me about another 5 minutes to gather all the material. I already have the tofu, and after I cut it up, I'm ready to cook. Now, you said, so what is the advantage of having a prep meal in the case if you use the fast cooking system that you're going to cook every day? Now, I don't do prep meal very much myself, but I know somebody who told me that she used the prep meal on a regular basis, even though she cooks every day for her regular meal. And the reason is that with the prep meal, you will have much better control of what you want to eat, particularly from the optic of calories. She said in the past, she used to eat snacks in the evening. She would have ice cream or she would have a frozen pizza. And a lot of time, she pick up a lot of calories. But with a prep meal like this one, she knows exactly how many calories that she put in. And she told me that when she used this approach, she was able to portion her prep meal with the specific amount of calorie that she would like to include, and it gives her much better control. Okay, I hope this is helpful to you. So if you are interested to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And the goal of the fast cooking system is to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine, so it can be a viable alternative to fast and ultra processed food. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.